Don't you wish your girlfriend would bring her hot friends home to you?
Well, I do.
That's why every week I'll be bringing home a new friend for you to meet and explore. Welcome to my new friend. Hi guys, welcome to my new friend. This is my new friend, Sophia Locke.
Hi, I'm so happy to be a friend.
Yes, I love making new beautiful friends. So tell me a little bit about yourself. Where are you from?
I grew up in Long Beach, California,
Okay.
so kind of a beach girl growing up. I love the water.
Mm-hmm.
And then I worked in like hospitality. I did a bunch of different jobs before I got into adult work. And I started in adult work in 2010. Took 5 years off after 7 years in, and then I've been back in for 4 years. So a total of 11 years, I guess.
Amazing.
In it, yeah. Now I live in Vegas and LA.
So hospitality to what you do now, what drew you to like hospitality in the beginning?
So it's funny because the skill sets actually translate pretty well. So being in customer service and dealing with different personalities and making sure everybody's happy
Yes.
actually translates very, very well to this job. And I was such an exhibitionist in my private life that moving it to like my professional life made sense.
Yeah.
So I mean, hospitality was fun. I worked front desk at hotels in LA. But this was way more fun.
Yeah, it's definitely more fun.
Yeah.
What would you say are some hobbies? Like, what do you like to do outside of like when you have free time?
So I don't have a lot of free time.
Yeah,
So
same.
I work a lot. I feel like my life passion is work. It's so exciting to do every day that I'm almost sad when I have a day off. I have to force myself to take time off.
Yeah.
But when I do take time off, I'm in the gym. I'm working on a singing project right now. I scroll my phone too much. Yeah, there's that as well. Absolutely, social media. So I think those are kind of my main things. Yeah.
Have you always done singing? Like, is that something that you did like growing up, or is that something you just developed that you knew you were like, oh hey, I'm good at that?
I've done it my whole life. I was in choirs from elementary, middle, high school. It was my major in college. I was a jazz and opera performance major, and so I did that in college, and then was in bands and a cappella groups and sang the national anthem and did all of that after college. So it's definitely my life passion, and so combining it and showing it to people in this line of work has been kind of scary and strangely more vulnerable and revealing than showing my body.
Yes.
Definitely, but people have been really supportive and lovely about it. I go live on TikTok with it, and then I'm working with a producer in Nashville right now to release an album, and so it's been really fun to show that side of me and actually feel respected for that side too.
Oh, I love that.
It's been really lovely.
What is your like genre style? Like, how do you like what would you say that your vibe is for music?
What I prefer to do, so I did study opera in school, but I hated it. so more
opera album?
And no, it always felt like it was like put upon, almost like a fakey voice. But I loved musical theater and jazz and blues, and so I would say that going forward, kind of the direction I'd like to take it is like a blues rock jazz kind of vibe too. So still a little bit sultry, still a little bit sexy, but definitely a different version of myself, which I consider both the adult work and the singing parts of myself as like equal halves. Yeah. Right? Like I don't think one is more me than the other. I think they're equally me. That sexual side and then also the music side I feel like are equally important, and it's been nice to have the support from fans and people so I can do both, hopefully.
That's so cool. That's honestly like how I feel about like with ballet, because I did professional ballet
it's
growing
incredible.
up. So I feel like it definitely helps because I love performing. I loved being on stage and all the lights, and just really appreciated the things that happened backstage. Like all the stagehands and everything that like went into it. So like doing that and like bringing it into here, I'm like, it's literally the same thing, but I'm not dancing.
Right.
But I get to like use like my flexibility and stuff, which is cool. So yeah, that's really cool that we have very similar like
It is
performance.
interesting how the performance, when you go to school for something or you train in something that is performance based, how much it does translate to this job. And I feel like there are a lot of us who are exhibitionists and who want to perform and who want to be on stage or on camera, and we get a thrill from it. And I assume it's similar for you.
Yes, definitely. I also feel like the discipline that comes in from doing something like that really translates into like being open and available and just like really down to grind to get what you want to do, and you know, like be really determined
and motivated too. Absolutely. I thought about that kind of recently, and I think it's probably similar for you too, where when you go to like a dance practice, you don't mind doing the same thing again and again and again until it's right. And it was the same with me with choir, where most people would be horribly bored going over the same measures again and again and making sure the harmonies were tight. But I loved doing that. I never got tired of it. And it feels the same with this job, where I'm like, I'll do the dialogue a bunch of times to make sure it's right. Right? It's definitely fun.
That's also really fun. Do you enjoy like the acting roles on there? Because it's kind of like musical, like the musical theater part of like the acting.
Sure. Yeah, I was never super into acting growing up. It always was kind of intimidating and also felt kind of put upon. Like I was doing a fake thing, and I was surprised at how much modeling and acting there actually is in the adult industry. I thought it was just like you're comfortable doing the thing, you know, but that's at the end of the day, at the end of sometimes 8 to 10 to 12 hour days. A lot of it is doing dialogue and doing acting and memorizing lines. And of course there's the trope that all of the acting is terrible and melodic, and that's what you see online, are the clips of the really horrible versions. But I've been pleasantly surprised at how many people can be kind of natural with it and are fun to act against. Sorry, I got attacked by a bug. So I have found myself enjoying the acting part more and more. And I feel like when you have a role play and you have a situation that you can really get into, it makes the exciting action part even more fun, because you have stuff to pull from, you have a character to pull from, and improv dialogue you can think of to say during the action.
I think that's really fun, being like doing the scene and being like, oh, I'm going to say this because it goes with what my character would say.
Right.
Like,
and to say it without looking like you're thinking about it, and to keep a straight face and to still be in the zone. Yeah, it's fun.
So you also enjoy going to the gym. What is your like workout style like?
So I just lift weights. I don't do any cardio except for work. I just try and lift heavier or more each time, and I have a little book that helps me, and it gives me, like today you're doing back and biceps, and it gives me all of the things, and I can write down exactly, you know, how many reps, how many sets I do for each, so I can build it each time. And I just like the aesthetic of having muscle, and it makes me feel stronger and empowered. I've done a lot of wrestling shoots, and I've lost almost every single one. So it's all for show. I think the muscles are just
for glamour.
Just for show. I'm strong, but I don't know how to use it. So I think it's mostly, it's aesthetic, and it's to watch the boys at the gym, because all I want to do is watch men lift weights. That's all I want. So that's what motivates me. Like, during COVID I didn't work out at all, because I couldn't go anywhere to watch boys. So why? What's the point?
What is your favorite thing to work out? Like, what part of your body?
Back and shoulders, because it's so pretty in the mirror.
Oh my god, yes. I love a good like toned back. Like,
on men? It's my favorite.
Yeah, both, honestly. Like, I did a video with Blake, actually, and she was going into a bent over position, and I was like, your back is stunning. Like, it just was so, like, together. And she was like, Pilates.
So we're going to have fun today then.
Like,
I think about that every time I bend over. I'm just like, does my back look okay?
Like, I'll be like, let me flex my shoulders a little bit.
Oh yeah, I get that. Well, you've done so much work as a dancer. Is there, what do you do to kind of keep in that shape? Or
so I actually struggled with that for a little bit after going from full-time professional ballet and like spending 2 hours at the gym. Like after that, that came to a halt during the pandemic. I was doing like HIIT workouts, and that like helped me like maintain. And then I kind of stopped doing that, fell off of it, and just like before I even like could blink, just gained a whole bunch of weight back. And that was very difficult for me to like figure out, because it's like I've kind of left the ballet class behind. And I was trying to figure out, what do I like? So I figured out group workouts are my thing. I love being in a group setting. I love being told what to do.
Me too.
Funny
how that works.
Yeah. Funny how that just falls in line. So yeah, group workouts, and then I discovered running was the best thing that worked for me.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed running. I picked it up, and then just like went from 0 days a week to maybe like 6 days a week.
Amazing.
And ran my first half marathon like 4 months after I started running.
Oh, cool.
So that was really cool to find something that I could like hone into that was athletic, but not going back to like ballet, which like if I wanted to do ballet again, I would want to do it professionally. Like
right, and that just has to take up so much of your time and energy, and
and that's something that like I had to retire, and I'm not gonna get hired now. Like it's been too long. Like they really like the fresh girls that they can mold into their companies and like their style of dancing. So yeah, running.
Yeah, great. Well, and I saw that you did a ballet themed shoot, which is incredible. I've also worked for that company before too, which is really fun that they do like the cosplay stuff. And also
that was really fun being able to like be like, the role is for me. And like I was cosplaying Anna de Armas, and I was like, cut my hair a little bit. Like I was like, I'm brown, I can do ballet. So that was honestly really fun to be able to like showcase a little bit of like my history and like my past.
I've been able to sing in a couple of scenes.
Really?
And so it's really fun when they take it seriously and like do the audio and send a track and stuff, and it's fun to just kind of throw in your kind of life passion into your work now. That's great.
That is so cool. And so you've done cosplay recently. There's little remembrance,
little specks of red all over here. I think there's some right here, some under my nails. It is just, I know it's everywhere.
Ankle.
Yeah, you're gonna see it in this video. It's little spots. I have done 3 showers. 3. One of them was an hour long of scrubbing to get this red off, and it was
so
exfoliated. I'm so smooth.
Yeah,
it's so nice. I did a Baldur's Gate 3 cosplay as Karlach. And so I was in full red horns, prosthetic ears, drawn on abs on top of my abs. Like the wig was specially made. It was done by Little Puck. She arranges these incredible cosplay things with a guy called My Pet Monster Girl.
Okay.
And he does body paint that's just next level.
It was insane.
It was really cool. Yeah, we went to the same party and no one recognized me.
I don't even recognize you because I saw like on your Instagram, I was like, oh my god, I had to double take because I was like, what is this on my feed? I was like, who is this? And I saw your name, and then I like, as soon as we pulled up, I was like,
there.
And it was funny. It was funny. We were walking by, and someone was like, "Are you Sophia?" I was like, yeah.
Oh yeah. It was fun to be a little bit incognito, but I've done a couple of cosplay shoots for companies, but not to that level, and I don't do it personally. So it was really fun to take a character that a lot of people really like and can relate to, and I'm excited for the videos to come out. I think you'll be seeing Karlach do a lot of things you hoped she would do in the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is so crazy. What was the process like of getting all of that paint done?
It took 3 hours, which wasn't a crazy long time for how much I had to do. I did a time lapse for my fans who had paid into like making it happen for me. And it was like a base layer of red paint. First he put it in like the trouble spots, like your knees and elbows and things where it would kind of come off soon or like faster. Yeah. And so he did that first, and then did like layers of highlights and shadowing. He did my hands last and my face second to last. And so then I put in the contacts. So the most uncomfortable parts you were in for less time, but it was still, before the party, it was still a 12-hour day of shooting and touch-ups in between stuff too. But it was cool to kind of transform into a character. I really like that. I feel like we do that with our job a lot. We like transform into usually I'm a stepmom. So usually those characters, but this was like a whole other level of transformation.
Like next level. And there's a show on Netflix called
was it Face Off?
Yes.
Because I love Face Off. Yes.
I love that show. I watched all the seasons. I think I've probably watched every season like twice through. because it's so cool watching people have their concept and then bringing it to life and seeing the amount of
and the prosthetics.
time and the work and prosthetics that they create, or they have molds, and like seeing that come to life. So it's seeing that and knowing that that's happening in like the industry too is really, really cool. Like that would be something so like unique to be able to be a part of. So that's so cool.
Yeah, it was cool. I feel like my entire life is just collecting these moments that I can talk about when I'm old, right?
Yeah.
Of like, and then I did this, and then I did this, you know? And it's just been such a lovely way to like meet really like-minded people and other exhibitionists and other like, you know, kind of hypersexual people.
Yeah.
And you don't have to have a filter. You don't have to like think about what you say necessarily. You can be really authentic, and that's what I've really connected with in this industry. It's really nice to be back.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Well, I think we're going to talk about a little bit spicier things now. So if you want to hear what we're saying, want to continue on this fun, you can find it on another Spicy Saint.
Oh, yeah.
So until then, goodbye.
Bye.